Hi everyone, my name is Julie. This is Keep Calm with Books and Coffee, and this is part 2 of a vlog that I'm starting for a project that I started at the beginning of the year. I'm going to have most of that content up at the beginning of July, and I am going to try to power through the last bit of my list of books. So basically what I was doing was I was rolling a D12 for a secret TBR, and I was working on that in the first half of the year. What I didn't anticipate was that I was going to have a very slumpy, slow reading year in comparison to last year. So thinking about including 12 books into my reading at the beginning of the year I thought that was going to be easy. It has not been. So I am going to try to push out as many of these books as possible by the time we get to the end of the content that I've already created. So about a month from now. So my current pick for this is A Master of Djinn by Peeta Jolly-Clark. I have the audiobook from my library that I'm going to try to prioritize as my next read, and then after that we will roll again. So yeah, I think I'm about halfway through this project technically. Like, I did 6 books in 6 months rather than 12, so we'll see if I can do 6 in 4 weeks. I'm not really putting a lot of pressure on myself. I just want to try and prioritize this again and finish up a little bit more of this project because May was a disastrous reading month for me. I only read 2 books and I didn't feel like reading at all. So I just didn't, work on this at all. So I'd like to kind of put a little effort in right before the end of the project and see if we can get any more books read. Part of this is that I'm gonna actually I had Gideon the Ninth on this list, and I am taking that off. So it's gonna really be like 11 books. I'm taking Gideon the Ninth off because I'm trying to read these books rather quickly, and I'd like to take that book and read it when I have more time. Every time I think about reading that for this project, it stresses me out because I'm gonna try to read it and I'm not gonna understand it, or I'm going to want to take more time with it, and I want to get some of these done a lot faster. So that one is off the list. Master of Djinn is up next, and then I will update you guys when I have thoughts. Good morning. So it is Saturday, June 24th. I'm currently reading A Master of Djinn. I'm rotating it with 2 other audiobooks. I'm listening to a chapter of each and keep rotating through them because one's a buddy read, one I need to get done to go back to the library and I'm excited about, and this one I need to work on, so I'm rotating through those. I'm also reading a graphic novel called Hollow right now, which keeps getting pushed aside as I listen to more audiobooks and play video games while I listen to audiobooks. So this is an interesting thing that I'm doing because I haven't talked to this vlog in a month or maybe a month and a half, and I just started the second portion of this vlog, so we'll see how far we get. But A Master of Djinn is going well so far. I'm enjoying the setup. I enjoyed the 2 novellas that Jolly-Clark put into this world so much that I'm really excited to see where this goes. So we just got the introduction, which was basically I think it was chapter 1, but it was basically like a prologue about kind of a setup of what's happening. So I'm excited to go back to that after I rotate through my next 2 to see what's going on. Good morning. So I'm very tired this morning. It's very hot in this house. But I rolled last night for my next read because I'm working on Master of Djinn, making good progress, and I wanted to have my next pick ready. And I decided I landed on 1, which is Strange the Dreamer. So I have put that audiobook on hold at the library. I don't know if I'll get it, so I'm going to also line that up as my next physical read. So we'll see where we go from there, but that's what's happening. I'm enjoying Master of Djinn so far. It's a little slow, a little bit slow to start, but I'm also feeling unfocused on it, so I'm thinking that's maybe why. But we're jumping into the action adventure in steampunk Cairo, and I love Fatima so much as a character. She's so fun, and yeah, but I have to go to work today, and it's hot, and I am already overheated, so time to make an iced coffee and go to work. Hi everyone, so I am 65% of the way through Master of Djinn, and I'm really, really enjoying this. I love urban fantasy stories, and this is a steampunk Cairo set, historical steampunk paranormal fantasy story. So it's all of the things that I love. I haven't read a lot of steampunk lately. I read so much Gil Carriger over the past, in a few years ago, that I kind of not burnt myself out. That's not quite the same what I'm saying. I just kind of read a lot of it and then I didn't find a lot of it, so I, you know, stopped reading it for a while. And this is so good. It's so well done. It was a little slow to start, just a tiny bit, but now that we're in the like action of it, I am so much enjoying it. So I'm sure we're gonna get to the end of this book. I'm trying to finish it before my audiobook returns tomorrow. And I think I told you that we are going to do Strange the Dreamer as well, and I don't have that audiobook yet, so I will probably start that physically, which might be good because I have a lot of audiobooks to read over the next couple of months, well, not a couple of months, couple of weeks that I have checked out from the library, so we'll see. The light is really weird right now. I have my window open that I don't normally have open, so there's more light in here. Yeah, so that's my update for now. I will tell you more when I have more thoughts. Hello friends, so I have finished Master of Jin, and you just saw me do the rolls for my next pick, and number 12 is spoiler alert, so we will jump into that. I absolutely loved this. Like, this is like 5 out of 5. So sad that I haven't read this before. Definitely want to read more. Like, I would love another book with Agent Fatma. I love her. I love her so much. Her and City. Oh my gosh, I had so much fun with this book. But now we move on to spoiler alert and see if I can get through the rest of these books before the deadline. Hello everyone. So it is Monday. It's July 3rd, and I have started Spoiler Alert by Olivia Dade, and I am really enjoying this so far. I'm reading on my back porch in the sunshine, just really enjoying this today. It's been a long weekend. I've got a lot of reading done. Not all of it is for this project, but some of it was. I finished Master of Jin and I loved that. Loved it. This is feeling very like good but not great so far. I'm about 70 pages in and just enjoying it, but not like blown out of the water by it. So yeah, overall good time, having fun. It's a nice like summer romancy read, and if all goes well, I think I will probably read more of these because the writing is nice. I like the writing and the characters are fun. It's just not doing anything like crazy to make me like absolutely love it, but it's keeping me interested, keeping me compelled. I'm still reading it. It's all good. Just keeping going. I also like have had like several 5 stars recently, like absolute love books. So this is not suffering by comparison, but in comparison, it's not blowing me out of the water, like I said. So anyway, I have to go make some lunch and then I will read more. Hello friends, I have finished Spoiler Alert. I enjoyed this very, very much. I think it went on a little long, and I think each of our main characters had maybe a few too many things that we had to like work through. I started to feel like we were going in circles, but overall it was very fun. I read this in like 24 hours, so sorry there wasn't many updates on this. But now we get to roll again. So I'm not going to show you the roll because I had to roll several times now for these because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. 3 of the 5 left, and 3 of the 5 are rereads. So let's see what comes up. 11. That one's done. 12. That was this one. 6. That's Kate Daniels. That works out perfectly because I have the audiobook currently borrowed from the library. So I will, where's that 9? 6, 9. I think it's a 6. We'll find out. Well, if it's not, we will do 9 another time. But 6 is Kate Daniels, so I will start that like probably right now because I'm excited to do that reread. So yeah, on to the next book. they put the novellas at the end of that audiobook, so I thought it was much longer than it was. So I finished, and I listened to Curran's point of view as well in that book, which was fabulous. It's really interesting because I have read those Magic Bites before many times, and I usually get almost stopped by that book on reread because there's so much that doesn't make sense in the larger series. Like, there's so many little things that get changed over the course of the next few books between Kate and Curran, and like the larger world itself, just things get smoothed out and worked out better, but the first book is a little rough. So finished that, so now we have to roll for the next one. Let's see, I have 3, 7, and 9 left, and 1, but 1 is already claimed. So 3, 7, and 9. That's 11. Oh. 4, 4, 10, 5, 2, 8. Oh, 9. Jade City. This is one that I am concerned that this is going to slow me down. So we're going to see if I want to get an audiobook or if I take to reading the book. Because I'm not sure if I'm going to like the audiobook, and I don't want to get a second copy if I don't like the book. So we'll figure this out. But Jade City is next, and Strange the Dreamer, the 2 biggest books, come down to the end. So yeah, that's my update for now. I love Magic Bites as always. So I mean, I love it because I love it, but it's also like my least favorite book in the series. Excellent news that kind of derails some plans for the month. Jade City is available on Hoopla as an audiobook, so I will borrow that, but my library's limit has been reached on it today, so I have to remember to do that tomorrow morning. And then it kind of throws a wrench in the system because I wanted to borrow a couple of graphic novels from Hoopla this month. However, the audiobook will be better for me to try to start there rather than using one of my Libro FM credits on something that I've had trouble starting before. So we will see, but I'm excited for Jade City. I've heard good things about it, and yeah. So I'll see you when I have more thoughts. Good morning, everyone. So I'm reading Jade City. I'm working my way through it, I promise. I'm nearly a third of the way done, and I'm actually really enjoying this. It's really interesting. It's like a mafia, like a present day urban fantasy thing with mafia elements, and I like it. I like it a lot. It is taking me a little while to get through. I read like 2 chapters at a time and then I go do something else, simply because there's a lot of names, there's a lot of different points of view. Nothing's really happening yet. Like, things are happening, but nothing is like happening. And we're not getting a ton of like the world building. We're getting a lot of background. I should say we're not getting a lot of magic world building. We're getting a lot of like family history, politics, that type of stuff. And it's just taking me a little time to absorb all of this, especially after reading things like Kate Daniels and, spoiler alert, that were a lot lighter and faster. So just taking me a bit of time. My goal is to finish this by Friday, when the last piece of this vlog, this is going to go up, and we're going to be done with this project for now. I'm basically not going to have gotten to the rereads for the most part, and probably not Strange the Dreamer because my hold on that audiobook still hasn't come in. But yeah. So that's my update for now. Hello friends, it is Wednesday. It's July 12th, I think. And we're gonna say that this project is done. I have to edit the vlog for this this portion and post it for Friday. That's like the plan. And we're just not quite done. I am about halfway through this and I'm very much enjoying it, but I'm not going to finish it by Friday. I'm going on a beach vacation next week. I'm hoping to finish it on the beach. And then I also have Strange to Dreamer. The audiobook for this has just come in. I've just borrowed it. So I will also be reading that. So you will hear my thoughts on that at the end of the month, but I haven't finished them in time for this project. It just didn't happen this year. This time, it just didn't happen. And that's my fault. But I think I was a little overambitious. And I also just didn't, I've talked about this so many times, I don't want to keep saying it. I just didn't read as much as I thought I was going to read in the first half of the year. So it just didn't work out. I'm reading at a much better pace suddenly in the past like month. Like July has been really good so far. I think I finished 6 things in 12 days, which is amazing considering I've been finishing like 8 in a month for most of the year. But yeah, so I will finish these books. It just might not be in time for this vlog. But I am enjoying this a lot. The pacing is really interesting. The characters are really interesting. I'm not sure quite where we're going with the whole story yet. Sorry, I should show you the whole thing. But I'm getting like little bits and pieces, and we're like building towards something. Like I can tell we're going somewhere. Just not entirely sure what the somewhere is going to be yet, but I like it. I like the characters. I like the world. Yeah. And then Strange to Dreamer will happen when it happens, because I have that for a couple of weeks. And next week I'm going on the vacation, like I said, and I'm not sure what books I'm going to take. I haven't decided yet. I'm hoping I will finish at least one of these before I leave, but yeah, it's not going to be in time to post a vlog on Friday, so yeah. But that's it for this half of the vlog. I read some really great books during this project. I'm really happy I did it. I'm probably going to do something similar in the future. Like I think I'm going to create a list and roll a dice to see if, you know, when I read books and stuff, just to kind of keep things that I'm excited about going through my TBR and kind of encouraging me to read those. But it's probably not going to be this many in this kind of time period, unless I go back to reading 75 books in 6 months, which probably won't happen this year, but in the future, who knows? But anyway, that is going to be the end of this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any thoughts or feelings or want to share anything with me, please let me know down below. And if you want to see me again, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because yeah, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.